However, the advertisement looked pretty good for $50. I thought it was a pretty good deal. However, when I got it, I thought to myself, it's not that big of a deal to lose $50 on the deal. It was in very poor condition. It had cracks all over the place. The wood was over-dried. It looked like it spent both of my lifetimes in somebody else's attic. It had delamination at 4 corners, both on top and the bottom, and the previous restorations or attempts to put it back together with glue were done very poorly. It was made out of solid cedar wood, and in my opinion, jazz guitars, Archtops are just the coolest guitars ever. And I thought, you know what, I'll go for it. If I be able to at least glue it back together properly, it should work. So halfway into the project, I began to run into so many issues and obstacles with it due to the old style construction. All of the hardware that was intended to use simply did not fit. Every single one of them had to be either altered or made from scratch altogether. For example, because of the neck width to match the string spacing, a plank of oak wood was used to fabricate a pneumatic bridge casing and tailpiece in order to make things work. As for the specifications, make and model of this guitar is unfortunately unknown due to its age. There was no signage on it. However, there was one tag on the inside that I was able to get out, but it was so withered you couldn't read anything on it. So for the hardware, it's got Grover open tuners. It has Seymour Duncan Fat Cat P90 on the neck. And for the bridge, there was going to be another P90 installed. However, I could not find a pickup that would fit the string spacing at the bridge, so I went with hot rails, 1 volume, and dedicated tone controls for bridge and the neck. As I was working through this project of restoration, I was also going through this book called Heaven by Randy Alcorn, and it just so happens that the common theme of the book is also restoration. Now, I know it might seem kind of strange that there is anything in heaven that would have to be restored. After all, heaven is the place of perfection. Now, Randy's argument about the final destination of heaven might be quite different of what you might imagine when you think of heaven. It's not going to be some faraway place, perhaps in the different dimension where people go when they die. It's the place that is a lot more familiar to you than you might think. The argument states that the final destination of heaven is going to be the planet Earth. It's not going to be the same. It's going to be fundamentally different from what you and I know. In fact, the reality of it surpasses our ability to even imagine what it is going to be like. With that said, it looks like it just might be taking place on this planet Earth. In other words, God takes this world that is fallen, in sin and under the curse, so that through the redemptive work of Jesus Christ, He would destroy the disease and save the patient. So the project is finally done. The book is called Heaven by Randy Alcorn. Highly recommended. Hope you enjoyed this. God bless and stay inspired.